Alrighty. Oh, hang on. Episode 2. Since we're doing new beginnings, I thought I would revamp and revisit the kind of beginning of my writing career. So I started off trying to write books about youth ministry, about like young adult books, that kind of stuff, and I didn't know where to start as a writer, and I'm not sure if it was John Green or a similar kind of aged author in kind of the early internet YouTube kind of writing vlogs that were going on, all that kind of stuff. But I had never heard of Strunk & White's Elements of Style before, which is insane. If you talk to any writer worth their salt, they know this book. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that's the standard, you just Elements of Style. If you need to know how English works so you can know if you're writing things properly, they will talk about Strunk & White Elements of Style, and you'll see this is a tiny book. This is like, it's the size of my hand, and it's tiny. This is one of like the easiest reads. I can polish it off now, and I do on a regular basis. I try to do it about once every quarter. So like every 3 months, I sit down on a Sunday with a good cup of coffee and like a Danish or something like that, and I reread Strunk & White's Elements of Style. It's easy, and it tells you how to write things so that you're not being clunky, so you're not being weird in your writing, and so that you can have just kind of like a base level understanding of how English works. And it is one of those foundational concepts for writers, especially in an age of like text-based communication that's slowly degrading. When you look at how people text nowadays with like no punctuation, no editing, no capitalization, no anything, acronyms out the wazoo, that kind of stuff. It's important that the English language, which does have a lot of muscle to be able to flex, is actually used for all that muscle. And this is one of the kind of baseline books for that. So I pick up copies whenever I find them, because you can usually get them for like $2 or like $1. I think I might have paid full price for this one, just because it's like one of the newer ones and it's pocket sized. It's amazing. You should definitely go check it out. But yeah, as far as beginnings go, if you're a writer, if you're starting out as a writer and you want to write novels, or especially just like communication, even if you're into nonfiction and stuff like that, this is your first step, is get yourself the Elements of Style, read it on a regular basis. This is, it's not something that you're ever going to not need, but it's something that you're always going to be kind of like bouncing off of, and that's how I think of it. This is something that I return to. It's a quick and easy read, takes me about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and it's awesome. Definitely go pick it up, and yeah, that can be your beginning, just like it was my beginning, just like it is my new beginning, pursuing a full-time author. So episode 2, a little bit of a book review, Strunk & White's Elements of Style. Get them words in.